Hello there, my name is McHorse, and welcome to how to create a Minecraft Machinima / roleplay with Blockbuster mod. In this video, I'll show you how to create a cinematic story within Minecraft with Blockbuster mod. We'll be making the short you've seen in the beginning of this video. This tutorial covers basics of Blockbuster, how to use Aperture with Blockbuster, and shows briefly how to edit player recording actions. In this tutorial, I will be using Blockbuster 1.5, Metamorph 1.1.6, and Aperture 1.1.1. If you're ready, let's get it started. First, we need to prepare our assets. By assets I mean skins and world. Here I have a world with a tower, made by Sean Film Production, Night skin I found online on PMC, and princess skins made by a Rolf and Toast. To load a skin with Blockbuster, you need to place it into Blockbuster's models folder, which is located in Minecraft's folder followed by path config /blockbuster /models. I'll put Night skin to Steve /skins folder, while princess skins will go to Alex /skins. There is also Fred /skins. The difference between Alex, Fred, and Steve might be a bit confusing, but Steve model uses 64 by 32 pixel skin format, the old format. Alex uses 64 by 64 pixel skin format, but its arms are 3 pixel wide, and Fred is like Steve, but supports 64 by 64 skin format with body overlays. In this tutorial, I'm going to use 3D variants of these models. Those 3D variants are adding 3D extruded layers like in More Player Models mod. For overlay layers, you can download these models in the description and drag the folders extracted from the zip file into config /blockbuster /models. After we have all of our assets loaded, we can start recording our characters. First, grab a director block and a playback button from Blockbuster's Creative tab. Place a director block down somewhere where it's not seen, and right-click it. Director block allows you to playback and record multiple body actors in an organized manner. To start recording, we need to add actors. Press the plus button to add an actor. Enter recording ID, basically a file name to which players' actions will be recorded to or played back from, and pick a morph. Keep the recording ID field as simple as possible. Preferably, use only letters, numbers, underscores, and dashes, and avoid using spaces or other characters. Also, recording IDs are global, meaning if you can use the same ID in different director blocks, and it will play back the same action. But if you'll try recording in any of the director blocks, it will overwrite those actions. First, I'm going to record the knight, because in this situation, the knight is the lead actor, on which I can rely other characters' actions. Go to the starting position, and open the dashboard GUI, by pressing the 0 key. If it's not working, you need to rebind the dashboard keybind in controls options. Once the menu is opened, select the knight character and press record button. Close the menu, open chat and click on click here label. That will activate a countdown, and you will start recording. Now remember, when recording with Blockbuster mod, it's a lot of improvising, so make sure you have a script or an outline of what you're going to record, or otherwise you might have hard time recording and syncing your body actors. By having a lead body actor, it helps to record secondary actors a lot. Once you've finished acting, you can click the same label in the chat to stop recording. You can also use /action stop command to stop recording. Let's now record the princess. Go to the tower, that's where we're going to start recording. I realize that we need a sleeping pose with the princess skin. Go to Creative Morph menu, by pressing the B key. Select the princess skin and click on From Morph button. Now select the sleeping pose in the pose menu and acquire the morph. We also need to pick the morph of the actor in director block. Again, We also need a standing princess morph when she'll stop sleeping. Start recording the princess, and now we'll just need to wait for the knight to get into the tower room. You can use left square bracket and right square bracket keys to navigate horizontally in the acquired morph menu, and apostrophe and backslash keys to navigate in morph menu vertically. Press enter to morph into highlighted morph.
5 minutes later.
The knight is here, so we're ready to morph into the standing princess morph. Once the knight is running away, we need to chase him down and stop recording. All actors are recorded. It doesn't look the same as it was in the intro, but we'll get to that part later. Now, take the playback button and attach it to the director block. Playback buttons are used to play or stop playback of the director block. If you'll right click the playback button, you'll see the actors playing back our actions. Great. Now, we're going to set up some cameras. First go into spectator mode, because it will make setting up cameras so much easier. Then open the camera editor GUI by pressing C, and create a new camera profile. Now, we're finally going to start creating camera movement. Add a camera path. All of the camera movement will revolve around path fixture, at least in this tutorial. Let's try to sync up the first path with the knight. Then, create another path point, and move it further away by enabling sync and flight modes. Sync mode allows you to preview camera path, while flight mode allows you to move around with WASD and arrow keys to look. When they're both enabled, they allow you to modify current camera fixture. So let's move the second point further away and disable the flight mode. This way we'll create most of the camera movement in this video. You can also enter values manually into the fields, or drag the right side of the field to change values easier. Alt and Control modifier keys can be used to weaken or amplify the step factor of the drag. Angle and position toggle buttons in the path fixture allows you to choose between 3 different interpolation modes to make the movement more or less smooth. Also, in the camera options, there is director block options, which allow you to disable reloading of body actors when opening camera editor GUI, playback of the player recording actions, and a button to manually reload body actors. It can come in handy. And after we finally done setting up cameras, let's take a look at how it came out. Press space to start playback of both camera and actors in the camera editor, and press F1 to hide the camera editor elements. Looks great, we're almost done. You can play around with camera paths and angles until you're happy with the result. Synchronization between camera and director block should make it easy. Let's add some effects to several camera path fixtures. In the camera modifiers panel, you can add special effects to a fixture. There are several available effects, but in this video, we'll focus primarily on shake modifier. Let's select first camera path by right-clicking it in the timeline and add a shake modifier. I'm also going to add a look modifier, but I'm not completely sure about it. Selector field allows you to specify on which entity look modifier is going to focus on. It uses the Minecraft's target selector format for specifying an entity. Shake modifier allows you to add some simple camera shake. Shake field is responsible for speed of shaking and amounts to how much it's getting shaken. You can apply camera shake to camera's position or angles. Now our camera paths look so much better. Now, finally, we can do some player recording editing. In Director Block's GUI we can open Player Recording Editor just by clicking the Edit Record button. Let's add the scared pose to the knight first. Go back to the tower. Open the camera editor and find the tick where knight runs away. It's 815. Now open the dashboard and find the 815th frame. Add a morph action and pick knight's morph. Now, press the pose button in the morph picker and pose the character. Quite easy, right? Now, let's also add the melting animation on the princess face. Find the tick where she stands up. It's 800th tick. And open up the princess player recording file. Let's go to 800th frame and add melting animation by duplicating a lot of morph actions. Fast change of morphs creates an illusion of animation. There are about 12 frames. After we're done editing, let's see it in action. Looks awesome. Finally, let's reattach the playback button which will play our camera profile. If you don't see the GUI which lets you pick camera mode and camera profile, it means that you don't have Aperture installed. Now, if you'll use the playback button, you'll play back both camera and actors. To be honest, I don't really like that look modifier, so I'm just going to delete it. Apart from that, we're finished. Well, that's it. Now all you have to do is to record the result with a screen recording software, or Machinima mod, and edit it together, and we have a Minecraft roleplay / Machinima made in single player. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Also, I have a Patreon page. If you're feeling like supporting me for the work I've done on my mods, I would really appreciate if you will become my patron. Make sure to check out Camera Editor tutorial for more information. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.